spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the Kansas State Wildcats, taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Will put total leather and we'll get started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The give to the tailback. He's going to lose a yard on that. Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart. He's right now taking the field thinking about all the great memories he shared with his teammates, with his family, with the fans during his time. But he's got a job, David. He's coaching on the other sideline this one, and he wants to get the win for his team.
Oh, you dang right. And you got to pull back those feelings. It's great to be home. It's awesome to be where it started, but you're also paid to do a job, and you're paid by the other side. And right now, you want to go win, and you want to beat this squad because you're competitive, so it's got to be kind of bittersweet. Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first down.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk gain. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays, too.
The give. Stop is made at the 36. Let's call it a 5-yard gain and a first down.
And you know what? The best third down offenses don't get the third down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You could tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard. Got a nice gain, popped one, got a first down. Who needs third downs if you can just pound it down their throat on second down?
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Johnson wants to throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Brown. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Hey, quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
After that last completion, it's second down. Using his legs, it's Edwards. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over 4th down coming up.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up.
Motherfucker gotta catch the fucking ball, man. God damn.
They'll leave it with him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To the air. It's Manning. Got it in the middle. It's Baxter. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, get in that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
The Longhorns are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I think to be a good 3rd down offense, guys, you've got to be able to run the football. You're going to come upon these 3rd and short situations multiple times throughout the course of the year, but you've got to be able to get push up front, and it helps when you have a talent like that to turn around and hand the football off to.
He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires left. He makes the catch. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a 1st down. Hookham is hooking up with some big plays in the passing game.
Yeah, finding their guys down the field. You think about offenses that Texas usually have, some form of spread, and then find those elite guys on the outside that can win those matchups for you and make those big plays.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Extending the play. Uncorks one to the middle. Got it inside the 10. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. Snap in the shotgun. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! Fit it in the window for the score. Smokey the Cannon, not the only one using explosives around here, and it has electrified this Longhorn crowd.
I mean, coming out on point, coming out dissecting the defense, scoring early. In front of this crowd, you know good and well, all these fans love their school. Texas has got so much pride. This gets them going early.
Fair catch, called for and made. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Trying to turn the corner on the left. Got room at the 35. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
Nice play offensively. You go with the toss to the left, and how about the blocking downfield by the wide receiver on that play? If you're going to run to the perimeter, you got to have guys doing work downfield for you, and they had it on that one.
Here's a heat. Gets rid of it. Finds his open man. He's loose. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
Well, you can see the effect that last run play had on the defense. They had a really good-looking run, and all of a sudden they come back with play action. Everybody bites. They play downhill, and it opens up a guy up top. for the offense. Really nice job setting up that shot play to get an explosive one through the air.
Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Got some room to run. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. They'll start this drive from the 42. Out of the gun, the inside give. Picks up the first down, still moving. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out of the 40.
You know what? Everybody gets energized, the whole football team, when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
They have a first down at the 41-yard line. To the air, it's Manning. He spins that thing down the middle. Intercepted. Big
No, sir!
Elite guy in the middle of the field that he's playing zone, everybody else playing man, and he can cover so much ground. You watch him run, he breaks on the football when he needs to, goes and makes the big interception.
First play of this drive comes from the 27. Trying the left side. Got a little space. Oh, a lot of space. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. They've got a first down here to open the period. They're going to go right back to him on first down.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it. Now it's just going to be a passing game.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Gonna let it fly. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep ones.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on third down in DKR. Johnson looking to throw. Gets it out fast. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Kansas State will have to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Wants to throw on first down. Trying to get behind the defense. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive.
No, sir!
30.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
Sends it back in motion. The give to the back. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Wildcats can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll move the tight end. Johnson wants to throw it. Fires to the big fella. It's a running room. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. With the catch, it's Brown. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Kansas State.
Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
Well, I think the experience on offense was a big reason why the head coach felt confident going for it there on 4th down. He has a lot of guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've been in these big game moments before. Ice in their vein.
Turning it on. Oh, he got loose. Wide open spaces. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. Kansas State pushing the pace. They'll try to blast their way in. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Caught in the backfield, it's Oakland. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Right on the money.
Touchdown, Wildcats!
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Houston endured a hostile crowd, and the challenge that always comes with playing away from Clutch City, and the Cougs came away with the win. It wasn't a blowout, but it is still a W. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Fires to the middle. Oh, he drops the football. He had it right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down.
All right, that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Catch in the middle. It's Moore.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. There he goes. He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key. The Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it. Gets it to him on the screen. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a 1st down. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Might be looking to run. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Quarterback making adjustments. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
They get to him as he throws. Makes the grab. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
And I put my tight end in the slot to get a good matchup, right? And then I throw these corner routes to him. Here's the good thing about being a quarterback. I can kind of underthrow those if I want. Those big bodies, they usually come back and get it, and they're so much more physical than the guys they're going against. Nice throw, nice catch.
Now down to the 12-yard line. It's 1st down. It's complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Back to throw. It's Manning. Here comes the heat. Now improvising. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And he makes the fair catch deep in his own territory. He might have a question or two to answer about that decision. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. To the air on first down. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. Johnson looking to throw. Safe completion on the screen. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a third down stop. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. He'll try to really get into this one. A high kick trying to pin them deep. He's loose. Open field. Time has run out of the half, and he can sprint to the locker room where the orange slices will be a little bit sweeter. A punt return for a touchdown to end the half. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick. You can play touch football on an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on those. So quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. They'll open the second half with a run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Rides the back on the option, the give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
And the Longhorns are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Looking for a man. It's Manning. Throws to the wideout. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36. So you come out of the locker room for the second half, and right away, you throw a pick.
Bad news, too, because you go into the locker room and you sort of regroup, and you start thinking about how you're going to attack this defense, what adjustments you're going to make. You feel like you got a good plan running out of the locker room, and then to throw a pick right away, man, that is a gut punch.
Slithers into space.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. The play action fake. Quarterback floating away from pressure. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting the drive from their own 1. Off the play fake on 1st down. To throw. Snatches it on the right. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 40 yards down the field before it's finally stopped. Just when you think you have this offense pinned down, they come up with a play like that. Now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 35. They go to the ground. Plows through the defense.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you even start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Looking downfield, it's Manning. Got the quick pass. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback here. He extends the play. Nothing open right away. There's a little bit of pressure. He gets to the outside, tries to take a shot down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
Keeps it on the draw. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Offensive linemen love when you sneak in draws, when you sneak in screens. It holds these defensive linemen accountable. You want to rush the quarterback, you want to fly upfield every single play, we'll sneak right behind you and get some yardage.
Grab near the marker. It's Moore. It's a seam wide open. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has it on the doorstep. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him.
Touchdown, Texas! And they take it in for 6 more points. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, we've got a final to let you know about, a game happening inside the ACC today. Georgia Tech ran roughshod over the competition today en route to a double-digit victory. and they looked clean doing it. And I don't just mean in those gorgeous gold unis. This team is a buttoned-up group. Never know what can happen when two good teams face off, but even the most plugged-in ACC fans have to be surprised by this one, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Johnson wants to throw it. Rolls it in. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort. Right now, they're making the most plays.
Going to swing it on second down. Under fire. He'll pull it down. Creates a little space. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half. But man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too?
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
Motion from the wide receiver. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Quickly complete. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
He'll pull it down and run. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. Kansas State quick to the line. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Johnson looking to throw. Gets it out quickly. He stopped at the 5, but the completion sets him up with a first and goal. On first and goal, let's see what Kansas State calls. From the gun, looking for a man. Now adjusting. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Kansas State. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14.
That makes the score. Texas, 28. Kansas State.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd.
To kick off.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. They've got the screen set up. At the 35, he's loose. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Guys, some levels of hype and impatience awaiting the arrival of Arch Manning. Pretty much unsustainable over the last couple of years. Meanwhile, Quinn Ewers was pretty doggone good. But Arch is pretty deserving of all of this attention, I'd say, Jesse.
He's very, very talented. That jumps off the film when you watch him. You can see why he was so highly regarded coming out of high school. You can see why Texas fans are so impatient to finally watch what he does this year. Now, it's one thing to do it against Louisiana Monroe. It's one thing to do it against UTSA and Mississippi State. Can he do it against the Georgias? Can he do it against the big boys in the SEC on a consistent basis? We can't wait to find out.
They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Might be calling a hot route. To the air, it's Manning. Puts it out of the air. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. And the Longhorns with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Motion from the back. To the air on second down. Snagged in the middle. It's Moore. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
Wide open downfield. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a first down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Longhorn! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide. This dude is lighting it up for the Horns, and some old-school Horn fans starting to think about that 500-yard 4-touchdown day Vince Young had against Oklahoma State.
Bringing back great memories, and there's been some good runs at quarterback. You think about Colt McCoy, too, man. He put up some serious numbers, some serious wins. Can this be the next guy to catapult this offense, to bring Texas back to prominence?
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Johnson wants to throw it. Moving away from pressure. Trying to make magic with his feet. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
That's caught. It's Edwards. Turns it on in midfield. Turning on the Jets. He's at the 10. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Here comes the Texas offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Making side adjustments here. To throw, it's Manning. The quick out. Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know.
Touchdown, Texas! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They have got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Fires downfield. Got his man. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's the big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
It's complete. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Man, you got to like these last 2 plays by this offense. You understand. You're in a deficit. You've got to score multiple times to get back in this football game. Nice job pushing the ball down the field, making explosive plays. They're going to need more of it, and they're going to need it fast.
Now from inside the red zone. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Looking to throw again. Quick completion on the out. The ball squirts free. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Well, the got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Oh, he's got some space. Build. momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
It's got to be tough right now on defense. You need to find a way to get a stop, and you haven't been able to do that in the fourth quarter. You've been giving up points. You just gave up a touchdown in the last drive. You need a turnover. You need to do something right now to stop this momentum.
To the air, it's Manning. Under fire. Makes the grab on the left. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
The number one goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him. Try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job getting there, getting the hit on him, but nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
It's great to have a physical offensive line that you can count on, that you can just lean on them up front and fall forward and get first downs. Man, what a comfortable, what a nice spot to be in if you're an offensive coordinator.
The Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Flushed out of the pocket. He gambles and throws one all the way back to the left. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Setting up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Longhorns will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Gets his first one of the day away. Might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Johnson looking to throw. He's taking a deep shot. He's got it for a big play. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
And this offense showing off the explosiveness, the big play down the field. This is so big because what it makes defenses do to react now. Now you scare them. Now you make them drop back a little bit. So that big passing play opens up this whole offense.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself. And
touchdown, Kansas State! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Boston College managed to eke out the victory in a tighter than expected one. And they'll savor this one in Chestnut Hill for some time no matter the final score. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connor's keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Back to pass. It's Manning. Fears the pressure. Makes the grab inside the 30. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. After that huge play, they've now got it inside the 30. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback making checks. Looking downfield on 1st down. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Makes the grab. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. Back to pass. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9. The Longhorns lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. The screen, he can go. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. Timeout is called with just a single second left. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. And they get the icing on the cake, and that might make for some long memories after this one. Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them. They had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed the whole world. This squad is for real.